Hello everyone. Today we are going to see how we can use MongoDB as our database in our Spring application or Spring project. So firstly, go to start.spring.io, select all the three dependencies, that is Spring Web, Spring Data MongoDB and Spring Boot DevTools. Okay, and I'm leaving all these as default. You can change it if you want. Then I'll click on generate. So this is going to be a very simple demonstration on how you can integrate MongoDB Atlas as your database instead of using MySQL or any other relational database. So yeah, I've downloaded the package. Let me just extract it. Okay, after extracting, I'll open this in VS Code. I'll wait for Java ready to appear here. Okay, so as you can see, I've gotten Java ready appear over here. Okay, next we'll be seeing first you have to create a model. So student, I'll just create everything over here in the main application itself. So I'll name it as student.java. Okay, so this will be the contents that will be there in the Java. Now I have to create setter and getter method. So I'll just right click, source actions. I'll wait for it to load. So yeah, after I'll click on generate getter and setters. I'll select all of them. That would be name, ID, age and roll number. On OK. So as you can see, all these setter and getter methods are generated. So after this is done, I'll just close this. Okay, yeah, the error is gone. Okay, next I'll create the repository. So here you can create folders if you want. So just for the sake of simplicity, I'm not creating any folder like model repository. You can just create everything in one place itself. That's also not an issue. Okay, so I'll just this is the repository thing. Next, service, student service.java. Don't worry, I'll be providing the code in the description. There'll be a Google Doc link in which once you press it, you will get the code. You can download it from there or copy paste it from there. It's your wish. Import. Okay, next would be student controller.java. So this would be the same like how we used to create for other things, other CRUD operations. It will be the same thing, but instead you'll just be using Atlas database or MongoDB database as the database instead of MySQL or any other relational database. Okay, so we have done all of them. Now one last thing, you have to change demo application. So this will be our main file, right? So you have to change it to this code to configure MongoDB. You have to do a few changes. Okay. So we'll be entering the name, ID, roll number in the terminal itself. So for that reason, there's a few changes over here. So yeah, we are getting the input for name, then for age, roll number, and it will show the output. Okay, so this will be the configuration for Spring data, our Spring Boot project. So let us configure the database. So I'll open Atlas. Yeah, I'll open my MongoDB projects. So under projects, I'll click on new projects. I'll keep the name as testing and I'll click on next, create project. Okay, so the project has been created. Now we need to create a cluster that would be running always in the background. So I'll click on create new cluster. Wait for it to load. So I'll just keep it as cluster 0. So this will be the name of the cluster. You can give anything, AWS, Google or Azure, it's your wish. So I'll just use Azure for example. And click on create deployment. Okay, I have to select free. Okay, select free also. After that, click on create deployment. Okay, so I'll just click on back. As I selected the paid version, it's asking for billing details. So I'll just go back and click on the free version instead. Yeah, I'll fill in the details again. That would be cluster 0. Azure, AWS, you can choose anything you like. All three, you can choose anything. Click on create deployment. Yeah, here I'll choose free instead of M10. Choose free. Okay, and let this all be the same. Click on create deployment. Okay, now the cluster has been created. So we are deploying the changes. You need to wait for some time for the cluster to pull up and start. Okay, so for this, add a connection or IP address. You can click on allow access from anywhere and add IP address. So by 0.0.0 it will give access for everything including your own IP address. So for the username, just create like mesh1, and password you can generate how whatever you want. So I'll just okay. So I'll just save this in one area. So username and password. Okay. Create database user and choose a connection method. In choose a connection method, MongoDB for VS Code. Here, copy this. So after copying, go to your VS Code. Go to application properties, application.properties. Here, spring.data.mongodb.uri is equal to paste the following. Okay, and the password would be what I had copied here. So that would be the same password. You have to remove this and paste it this. Okay, and the name. So spring.data.mongodb database. The name was cluster 0. So I'll just name the same thing, cluster 0. Okay, server port is 080. So once that is done, click on done. And yeah, so this was the configuration for the Atlas database. And if you had forgotten to allow 0.0 or access from anywhere, you can do that by going to network access. So it will show you the list. If you see this, meaning you can access your database from anywhere. Okay, so we'll go back to clusters. Browse collections. Okay, let's stop here. Let's open our VS Code and start our application. Let me save application.properties, close all the other tabs, open demo application, and you're ready. Okay, I'll just click on start. I'll click on start. So here it will ask me for my name, ID, so whatever I had given here. So let it load. And after asking and I click on enter, I fill in my details and click on enter. That details will be displayed upon our MongoDB, and it will store in the database itself, the MongoDB Atlas database. Yes, see, it has asked enter name. I'll click on, I'll type my name, age, and roll number. Just type some random number. Okay, see, it has told saved and it has generated some ID. Okay, now if I go to my MongoDB Atlas and I click on browse collections, so I'll see my database over here. I'll see my name in the database over here. So it will be stored in a JSON format. Let it load. So yeah, a table has been created called students. So as you can see, it has displayed name as Yashwant Rao, age 18, roll number 45, and this was the class that was used. So if this names are displayed, if these things are displayed in your database, this indicates that you have successfully integrated your Spring project with your MongoDB Atlas database. So yeah, if you have any questions or queries, feel free to use the comment box. I will surely help you out, and the code is already provided in the description. You can download it from there. And yeah, thank you for watching.